So, guten Abend. Oh Gott, Alter, wohin guckst du denn gleich? Guten Abend, Woche 18. Unsere Seed haben wir schon fertig. Wir bleiben bei Seed 5. Haben auch schon unseren Gegner. Ich bin im Wildcard gegen Commanders. Auch Commanders ist, glaube ich, von Blödsinn gegen Huskies. Ja, nichtsdestotrotz müssen wir noch Week 18 Spiele spielen. Ich glaube, ich spiele 2 Quota mit Startern. Danach wechsle ich sie alle aus. Im Fall der Fälle. Und ob wir das Spiel gewinnen, verlieren, ist eigentlich scheißegal. Von daher, ja. So, ich schreibe direkt mal André, ob der auch schon so weit ist. Schauen wir mal. Schauen wir mal. Somit so. Wo ist das? So, jetzt sag an. So. Oh, ja, war ein schönes Spiel. La. Wird heute doch kein Schnee geben, oder? Sind die ganz leise sind bei mir. Kopfhörer. So ist besser.
2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet Leather, and we are underway from Ford Field. Oh, good-looking return setup.
Das sind 44. Wir haben unsere Return. Starten wir immer gleich.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Come on, set. 52 blue, ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 44-yard line.
Here we go, set, ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. Short throw.
There's no Mitaka Croft.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Off the play fake, Love.
Matthew Golden.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Green Bay.
They'll run on first down.
Yards.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
At the 19-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
In motion, the tight end. Now Love.
Festhalten, dritte und Inches.
It's Ramirez. A gain of 5. And 3rd and 1 now.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese.
Golden.
Don't go for the mousetrap. It's hard
Middle
because
catch.
you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Let's go. Hut.
Now a handoff running.
Das sind die 5.
They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up
As
2nd.
long as the air attack has gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Smash. Red, yellow. 22. Ready?
Glove.
Oh, was war sehr gefährlich.
It's caught for a Packers
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Matthew Golden.
With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this
Sehr
afternoon.
gefährlicher Pass.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
Lions nothing. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Ganz schnell Richtung, oder? Keine Ahnung.
Able to get this
Gefühle
across the
Mistackles
20, but now
passiert.
goes further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Incomplete.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Highschmidt hat aufgepasst.
You look at this Packers defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Ja, jetzt.
Short pass here taken in by Laporta. Only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Так. Какой нахуй растик, блядь?
An inside give to
Ляж нахуй.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
By Quay Walker.
The Lions had a struggling 3-13 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games,
Dritter und 6.
they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
3rd and 6.
This defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way.
Oh, Gott sei Dank, Alter, Laporta fehlt er nicht.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The coverage
One
line
first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Bayers nach vorne bis in die 20.
36-yard run.
Bis an die 20 ist in Ordnung.
Here, first down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right?
Oh mein Gott, Alter. Aus dem Sack hier raus.
These two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep.
33, yellow, ready.
Throwing. Love.
Ich drücke Eckpante dick doch mal, meine Junge Blatte. Jopana Brotana.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Love now.
Zu kurz, wir haben gestoppt, wir will nicht laufen. Lass wir laufen.
This is what you want to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Ja, sehr schlechter Punt.
31.
31.
Kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to a self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And that falls to the ground incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down,
Right. Fumble.
now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. Always got some breathing room. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it
Warum
free.
kann ich nichts wählen? Ich kann nichts wählen. Warum? Was ist mit diesem behinderten Spiel los, Blatt?
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
Ich kann nichts wählen.
2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ah, jetzt, Blatt.
On the double. 43 rail. Set. Switch. Yellow. 45. White. Set. Huh?
Ja, was macht ihr so für Blödsinn, Blatt? Der ist doch in sowas, Blatt, die ganze Zeit, das ganze Spiel drin, Blatt.
That's going to wind up a loss loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Ich wollte abbremsen, dann läuft zurück. Bei Light ist es schön, das ist wunderbar. Mich schreckt das gerade ein bisschen auf, das Spiel, ehrlich gesagt.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Ja, jo, Bonner, ist nicht Tag vom Guzman. Muss man sagen, wie es ist.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Ja, ich muss einfach ab jetzt passen, danach laufe ich halt in den Backup.
His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Blue. Yellow. 40.
After
Jetzt
one,
auch
7-0
snappen
on
können.
EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Okay, right? Ready?
On play action. Love to throw.
Oh,
Looking
so schlechter Pass aus dem Lauf. Meine Piresse, blöd.
Looked like an interception in the end zone. They blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Glück gehabt, dass es kein Pick war. Ohne Witz.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Black 40. Ready?
Working out of the gun. Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6.
Dann 2.
Again 11, but still a little short.
Ich versuche ihn rauszuspringen. Macht Sinn.
Big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Here we go, set. Blue 32. Set.
On 4th down, Love. And he will get this into the end
Matthew
zone.
Golden.
Touchdown, Green Bay. Matthew Golden with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Ist gut.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's
so stark,
McLaughlin to
glaub ich.
kick off.
Neunzehn.
Good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay
Fast
positive.
1 Euro mehr für Spenden. Klasse.
How are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Bisons.
They'll look to throw here. The left side completion to Jones.
Dritte und Uno.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
Gott sei Dank diese Richtung ist der andere wäre frei.
Couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th
Runde
down.
32.
And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all what.
Well, this is taken in.
Matthew Golden.
He will go out right near the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of
A
33.
very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down. A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, Packers.
On first down, it's Guzman.
Jamie Guzman.
Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. It's now 21-0.
Lions nothing. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown,
That's
here's
a
McLaughlin
good.
to kick off. They'll
22.
get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half. The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like
Gott sei
you
Dank.
need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
Und der nächste.
Not a whole lot
Ja,
of room to
mit
breathe
Jones.
on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
47-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Da habe ich nicht hingewirkt.
The rookie from Florida State on target with that throw. His guys have a first down.
First and 10 at the
And I don't think there's any
35-yard
question that
line.
this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Und jetzt in diesem Lauf nochmal.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get.
Eine Yards kann man hier nehmen.
Oftentimes, it's not a very successful play.
So nothing doing there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a
Stark verteidigt.
yards after catches.
Geht um 5, darf der nicht ausspielen.
But they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Und die blocken noch. Das gefällt mir nicht. Bekommt zu viel. Nächstes Spiel wird ekelhaft.
They pulled out all the stops there, got someone in there, delivered a big block.
I actually didn't think it was that high. I thought it was even less than that, but those guys executed perfection right there. Really brought excellent effort on that snap. Can't ask for anything more, and they got it done.
Russland sammelt Minus jetzt ohne Ende.
Loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Play action this time with Love. Able to find his man, Kraft.
Danke, Kraft. Und den neuen First Down.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team on defense to get in this right now. Light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Red, cycle. Set, ready. Cluster, black, 95, ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
Matthew Golden.
Inside the 10. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Here we go, here we go. 52 blue, set, go. Set, go.
Ich hätte nicht mit dem Ding. Ich dachte, das dauert etwas länger, der Play, aber
now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Here we go, set. Blue, 32. Set.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
Timeout Lions.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Love looking to throw it.
Jaden Reed.
It's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed from 6 yards away. And the Packers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. McLaughlin for the extra point.
Kick is good.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Packers 28, Lions nothing. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
And yet,
Has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Second and 9 now from the 21. They'll drop the throw. And it's intercepted.
plus noch €1 in den Spendentopf.
An Excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel.
Das gut, Flagge ist da.
And that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on
Das
offense
wird zu
following
stark.
that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
Foot und Inches.
He goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
Got a man and he
Haben
hits it in
gepennt.
stride. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's across midfield.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field.
Blät, seit wann macht man bei Screen so eine Scheiße, Blät?
And this is going to result in another
Und seit wann
first down.
kommt diese Scheiße an überhaupt, Blät?
That's good. 4 on
That one good for 16 as
Ohne
the drive
Witz.
continues.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Seit wann?
Now the Packers going to go ahead and
Bei
use the
Screens so
second
eine
of their
Scheiße, dass man
timeouts.
wird, Alter. Ich check's
As
nicht.
the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
The first down pass
2nd and a couple.
to number 81. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Packers'
Back to
24-yard
throw.
line.
That's complete to the Porter. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
7-yard gain.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it.
Incomplete.
That's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Was ist das für Musik, Blät?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this
Nächste
first half,
Timeout.
a timeout call.
Unter 3 Punkte oder riskierte?
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
2 Euro extra.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So two
Ich muss
quarters
gleich
down, two remain. Charles and I return after the break.
andere Leute rausschicken.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10.
Hm. So, alle gewechselt.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets his up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And the 11 yards there and a Lion first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith.
Keine Ahnung, wie das ist.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll set up to throw.
Und da war ich. Muss ich spicken, sowas.
And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
From the 43, here's second and 6.
43-yard line.
Now back to throw. Going down the
Nicht gut.
and he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 30.
Wieder Screenblät.
And that might be exactly
Warum?
what they needed to wake up this home crowd.
Ich verstehe es nicht. Macht das irgendwas kaputt? Keine Ahnung, weiß ich nicht.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now they'll run it on the toss.
Keine Ahnung, ob das was kaputt macht, aber 2 lange Pässe, die einzigen 2, die lang gekommen sind, war dieser verfickte Screen, der woanders geworfen wurde. Keine Ahnung warum. Ich weiß nicht, ob das was Neues ist. Ich habe keine Ahnung.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Oh, da musste ich schneller schalten muss ich.
Just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Ist gut. 35-7.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Miejsce 27.
Across the 25 to the 27.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful
Langsamer tight end.
because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Ja, first down, Gott sei Dank.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first
Super.
down conversion.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get
Könnte
the
eigentlich mehr laufen.
coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Now a second and 10. Now a handoff up the middle.
Dritte und 5.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 5 yards, now it's third and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on third down, Gore. That is caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 39. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Wieder ein Yardverlust. Ersten Downs Lauf ist nicht gut.
That's going to bring up second and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18.
Off the play fake. Gore.
Links, halt das Ding doch mal fest.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lloyd.
Wirklich weiter mit dir laufen müssen, aber ich bin fokussiert.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has
good.
got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even starting to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They run a draw here on second down.
Yes.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third
3
time.
Euro mehr.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll run on first down.
Das war einer der Mittel.
Just a yard.
Ist nicht verboten, das zu callen, Blatt.
Second and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. Then everyone crashing the ball carrier.
Ich meine, wenn man in der Nähe von dem Dings ist, ist man ohne Witz von Börse.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Back to throw. Gore. Caught on the right side. Reed. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll wind up getting this
Whoosh.
one down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him. The guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Yeah, that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be third and 6.
Muss ich noch probieren.
That's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there. And there's a silver lining to all this, his resiliency. Because let's face it.
Oh, wieder lauf ich von da weg.
Continue to go better. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Du hast nicht vergessen, du dumme.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
7 yards.
You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
Off-play action. Goal. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Minus yards.
Oh, this one that may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Okay, ready?
They run the counter. It's Lloyd.
Hätten Sie
And
ihn.
he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns.
61, versuch mal 61.
Stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And the
61 wieder.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it is not clear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Wieder Screen und diese Scheiße. Jetzt hat mal nicht funktioniert, Gott sei Dank. Das was immer war bei den Screens.
He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
On first down, Lloyd. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Naja.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Erster Sack in diesem Spiel, glaube ich, gegeben.
Jamar Turner drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Lions take over
11 oder 10, 10 oder 11.
at their own 11-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense though,
Der macht Typ, Alter, im Backfield wusste nicht, was sie machen sollen.
Their defense has really struggled.
Blankenship on the tackle.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 72 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he'll take this forward to the 27. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Let's go now.
They'll run on 1st down. Downing. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
2nd down and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Downing. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That's good.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter,
Und man sieht, warum das die zweite Garde ist.
Wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll run again with Jackson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
with his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Stücktiefer wäre das der nächste Pick.
These guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Downing. And he stopped immediately there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Und das Spiel ist endlich vorbei. Gott sei Dank, glaube ich, keine Verletzte gesehen. Gehen in Playoffs bereiten uns auf Sebastian vor. Und ja.
Certainly was, and I think both sides
Was soll
compete
ich sagen?
against each other all the time. You go to each
Was soll
other
ich
in
sagen?
practice,
Ich bin
obviously
raus.
training camps, your off season, but on
Deinem
game day, you
Go.
both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Green Bay, they finish off the regular season at 12 up and 5 down. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they're going to kind of bottom out here to wrap up this very forgettable season at 3-14. And it's fair to say wholesale changes will be forthcoming in the very near future. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Это вылетело настолько